Last Friday night, the U.S. Marine Corps identified the 4 Marines who died when their Osprey aircraft crashed Friday night in a Norwegian town in the Arctic Circle during a NATO exercise. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. One of the victims from the exercise was Spartan alumni Capt. Matthew Tomkiewicz. According to a Marine Expeditionary Force press release, Captain Tomkovich served as an aircraft pilot with the Marine Medium Tiltrotor Squadron 261, Marine Aircraft Group 26, and 2D Marine Aircraft Wing stationed on Marine Corps Air Station, New River, North Carolina. Captain Tomkovich joined the Marine Corps on June 18, 2015. He was awarded with the National Service Defense Medal, the Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, and the Sea Service Deployment Ribbon. Captain Tomkovich was a 2012 graduate of Homestead High School. He completed his undergraduate studies in 2016 from Purdue Polytechnic Institute with a bachelor's degree in professional flight technology and a minor in organizational leadership. The Matthews family put out the following statement in memoriam for Captain Tomkovich. Matthew provided the most selfless, patient, and calming presence. He was his wife's best friend, protector, and peace. He lit up every room with smiles and laughter, bringing humor with his quick wit. He was humble, dedicated, and proud to serve his country. He was a husband, a son, a brother, a dog dad, but also the best friend to so many. The void we hold in our hearts will be glued back together with the shared memories of friends and family as we begin to accept our new reality. We send our deepest condolences to all the families involved in this awful tragedy. He was without a doubt the world's biggest Purdue and Colts fan and would want us to say, boiler up and go Colts. Please keep him in your thoughts when we say the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. From Homestead Media, this is HHS In Depth.
Coming up today on HHS In Depth, over the course of the last 2 years, substitute teachers have never been more valuable to our schools. Find out what our district is doing to make sure we always have subs when our teachers are out for the day.
Plus, one group of SACS employees often overlooked is our bus drivers. You'll meet some of the people in charge of making sure students get home from school safely each and every day. Those stories and more straight ahead. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Michelle Obioma.
And I'm Cora Shaw. And Michelle, it was a really busy week at Homestead with a ton of events returning.
It really was. I was really excited to see Taste of Homestead back after a year-long hiatus.
Resuming in-person learning for the school year came with many challenges for Southwest Allen County schools. One of those was finding subs to fill in for teachers when they're gone. HHS In Depth reporter Joel McChesney is in now to get you caught up with what SACS is doing to combat the recent uptick in the substitute teacher shortage.
COVID-19 has caused many problems for schools around the world. One of those is the lack of adults to serve as substitute teachers in schools.
That's definitely had an impact on Homestead and all of our schools, actually. But it's when we don't have subs available, it's a bit of a scramble to cover the classroom. So our administrators are doing double duty. They're having to do their jobs plus cover the classrooms and making sure that the students have that adult supervision.
Not having subs often interferes with the students' learning by creating challenging environments such as integrated classrooms or the possibility of not having a teacher at all.
It's a challenge for the students because it hurts that educational momentum if they don't have a sub and they're teaching the class. So we've had occasions where we've had to take a couple different classes and group them together and do independent study.
Having an adequate number of substitute teachers is a vital component to helping keep kids in school.
It really started when the pandemic began, because if you'll recall, we actually went virtual for our secondary schools because we didn't have the subs. Before the pandemic, we were probably right around 200 subs on our list. We dropped down to well below 100, so less than half, and we've added quite a few back. So we're at a much better place now.
While SACS has many substitute teachers, they are still in need of many more. If you are interested in helping out, visit the SACS website linked below, click Employment, and then substitute teachers for the application. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Joel McChesney.
Thanks, Joel. There are other hardworking SACS employees who contribute their time and energy to make sure our district students can be successful every single school day. HHS In Depth reporter Morgan Gillette is now in with a story over the dedicated and often overlooked bus drivers here at SACS.
Homestead bus drivers are there for their students each morning and afternoon. David Guadagnola is one of Homestead's many bus drivers who contributes their time and hard work into Homestead's transportation system. While some students just see their works on the way to and from school, they don't understand what goes on behind the scenes.
My typical day is up probably about 5:30. If it's very cold outside, I'll get to the transportation department at about 6 o'clock, start the bus, get the bus warmed up for the kids, drive for Homestead and Woodside, and then I've got another route for Haverhill. And then I'll come back in during the afternoon and I'll do the same route.
His wife was the one who convinced him to start driving for Homestead due to the shortage of bus drivers. While Guadagnola has only been working with Homestead for a year, he has come to know most of the students he drives around every day.
I think Homestead students are determined, they're passionate, they've got great direction and know where they want to go in life. For the most part, conversations I've had with most high school kids have all had good direction and a desire to go on to college and be successful.
Bus drivers put in hard work daily to ensure the safety of their students and don't receive enough credit for all that they do.
I think for the most part, bus drivers are thought of as utilitarian personnel. We're not very exciting. We drive a big yellow bus. It doesn't seem like a lot of fun. But if you take the time to make your job fun and exciting, I think it can be rewarding. I don't think the students understand the commitment it takes to become a bus driver and the training you have to go through.
Bus drivers put in hard work daily to ensure the safety of their students and don't receive enough credit for all that they do. When riding the bus, remember to be respectful and thank your bus drivers. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Morgan Gillette.
With the start of spring officially last Sunday, we've got to experience some nice warm weather lately. But can we expect the 60s or 70s again anytime soon? I'll be back with the weekend forecast to let you know.
Attention seniors. The time has come to submit your pictures for the slideshow that plays annually at graduation. Send in any pictures that showcase fun memories that you have from elementary to high school. If you would like to see your photos in the graduation slideshow, check your email to access the Google Sheet link where you can put as many photos as you'd like. Make sure to have all your photos in by the May 20th deadline, as there will be no extensions.
Welcome back to HHS In Depth. Our Homestead football team is participating in Big Brothers Big Sisters Bowl for Kids' Sake Champion Invitational while competing with 49 other teams. This year, they need your help reaching their goal by donating to their fundraiser. Their mission is to raise $5,000 to help Big Brothers Big Sisters support their mission. Any big or little donation is appreciated to help them reach their goal. To donate and learn more about the fundraiser, scan the QR code shown here.
Cheerleading tryouts for next school year are just around the corner. The parent-athlete call-out meeting will take place on March 29th at 6 p.m. in the freshman seminar room. Be sure to enter through door 26. Tryout clinic days and times which take place in the Freshman Academy gym will take place on Tuesday, May 3rd, Wednesday, May 4th, and Thursday, May 5th. All the times are from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. More information can be found on the Homestead High School webpage. Go to athletics, then select cheer.
And now here is a rundown of the clubs meeting at Homestead over the next week. Are you interested in current events? Do you enjoy discussing politics? Get out to Young Progressives today from 2:45 to 3:30 in room 614, Mrs. Smith's room. All political viewpoints are welcome and snacks will be provided. And it's your move. Chess Club meets every Monday after school in room 608 and plays chess in room 604C, Dr. Ford's room. On Monday, March 28th, they will go to Bishop Luers for a tournament with Bishop Luers and South Adams. Be sure to have your permission slip signed and turned in to Senora Hoon to be able to attend.
Recently, the FCCLA had their state competition with lots of its members placing in their categories and qualifying for nationals during the summer. To get you caught up on everything, here's HHS In-Depth reporter Thomas Lazar.
Recently, the FCCLA won big at their state competition, and many of their members placed in their categories. And now they are gearing towards nationals that will be held in San Diego, California during the summer. However, you may be wondering what FCCLA is and what members do for the club.
FCCLA stands for Family, Careers, Community, Leaders of America. And it's just a fun club where we get together and we talk about all the things that relate to that. More like career exploration. Like, say you want to be a police officer. There's a category for career investigation where you can go and you can look into that career.
In their state competition, the members competed in many kinds of family and consumer sciences, such as child development, fashion design, professional presentation, and more.
I competed in the Focus on the Children category, which is we went to an elementary school and we made a lesson plan.
This year and my past years, I've competed in sustainability. Basically, it's just finding different solutions to help make our community more sustainable. My goals for nationals are to reach out there, make new relationships.
I am planning on going to nationals to share what we want to impact on the world with children and emotional regulation.
The members of the club are very happy with what they achieved at state and will be making sure to refine those skills for nationals. However, they are also proud of how much the team has improved as a whole.
I think it's crazy how well we've done, just because there were schools that had over 50 members and we only have 17, I think.
I think what the team done's amazing. I mean, the ideas they've come up with are so creative, and I've seen, all of them have inspired me to maybe even try something different next year.
Even though nationals will be a challenge, the FCCLA members are charging forward and will be going for the gold when summer finally rolls around. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Thomas Lazar.
Thank you, Thomas. The Civil Air Patrol, a support personnel of the military, teaches youth about aviation and leadership skills. Isaac Garcia, a student here at Homestead, plays a big role in their program. HHS In-Depth reporter CJ Majeski brings you a story over the Civil Air Patrol's cadet program and its impact on youth and the community.
The Civil Air Patrol has a long history of assisting the United States Air Force. Isaac Garcia, a member of their cadet program, has been in it for many years.
The name of the program I'm in is Civil Air Patrol, so it's the auxiliary of the United States Air Force. So the purpose really dates back to December 1st, 1941, when we were originally founded to search along the East Coast for German subs during World War II to help prevent and deter submarine attacks on the U.S., but now it's evolved into cadet programs, aerospace education, and emergency services.
The Civil Air Patrol's influence on the youth is tremendous, giving endless opportunities and benefits to those who participate.
It gives you a sense of self-discipline, and it helps you become a better leader, not just in Civil Air Patrol, but in the activities that you do in your daily life and in school as well.
Isaac has made his way through the ranks and now holds an important position in the cadet program. Because of his position, Isaac was able to participate in the annual report to the U.S. Congress this past February.
It was a big role for me. It affects not only our district, but districts across the wing and across the nation. Really had to talk to congressmen. I have to increase the budget because we have more needs and we have to buy more aircraft, more vehicles. To keep up to our operating level, we need a higher budget.
The Civil Air Patrol continues to make our environment a better place and teaches the youth many important skills. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm CJ Majeski.
Thanks, CJ. Well, these last few days have certainly cooled down compared to what we had last Sunday and Monday.
So what can we expect for our first weekend of the spring season?
Yoonji Che joins us now to let us know.
Thank you, Cora and Michelle. Unfortunately, the chilly weather is back this evening with some rain showers and a low of 33 degrees. Overnight, there will be a mix of rain and snow showers, so be careful not to catch a cold if you have to go outside, as it will not be as warm as earlier this week. On Saturday, it will warm up a little bit with a high of 42 and a low of 24. However, there will be some morning snow showers, which is probably not the type of shower you want to take, especially in the early morning. We get lucky on Sunday as the 2-day streak of rain and snow showers finally ends, but the temps are not where we want them. We'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 40 and a low of 27. Despite the warm weather that seemingly followed the start of spring, the weather seems to be getting colder once again. I'll be back with the 7-day forecast to let you know with the hope that we see brighter weather ahead.
All right, thank you, Yoonji.
Next in sports, we transition to the spring sports season here at Homestead.
Anthony Gary is in next in the Locker Report to get us caught up. Stay with us.
Next week on HHS In Depth, reporter Jenna Lane will bring you a story about a Homestead student who does ballroom dancing in her free time. Catch this story and more next week.
Welcome back to the Locker Report. I'm Anthony Gary. We are knocking on the door of the spring sports season, with one sport getting their season underway this past week. The boys lacrosse team beat Northridge 9-4 on Tuesday in an impressive early season performance. Both Carter Perez and A.G. Minobi had incredible performances as they both ended the game with a hat trick. Although there weren't many sports this week, there are plenty of sports starting up next week. On Monday, softball begins their season on the road at New Haven, and baseball takes on the #1 team in the state here at home. Then on Tuesday, both the girls and boys track teams start their outdoor season at home versus Warsaw. As the spring season starts up, we like to remind coaches of all the teams that if you want your results to be featured on HHS In Depth, you must email the results to the email shown below. For the Locker Report, I'm Anthony Gary. Stay tuned to HHS In Depth as weatherwoman Yoonji will have a final check of the forecast when we come back.
Better than nothing, the weather warms up a bit from the weekend throughout next week. However, the highest temperatures of the week are going to be in the high 40s to low 50s, and the lowest temperatures are mostly going to be in the 30s, except for on Tuesday, where the low is a 40. There seems to be no rain or snow until next Thursday afternoon, which is nice to know now that we can prepare our umbrella and don't have to dance in the rain. Throughout next week, it would also be difficult to see the sun, as it would be at least partly cloudy each day. Even though it seemed like spring was finally blooming, the cold weather is back this weekend and throughout next week. Do not forget to dress warm, and it will be a good idea to save your outdoor plans until you see the temperatures on the rise again. Cora, Michelle, back to you.
All right, thank you, Yoonji, and thank you for watching today.
Good luck to all of our Homestead athletes and other performers in action this weekend.
Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you back here again next week.